Hello everyone, this is your main man Keith Fustus here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday evening to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today is October 1st, in case if you were wondering, 10th month of the year. So anyways, the Minnesota Vikings will be traveling to the eastern United States near Virginia around the Chesapeake Bay and looking over Chesapeake Bay and Baltimore, Maryland, where we play in M&T Bank Stadium. This is going to be an intriguing matchup between Lamar Jackson and Kirk Cousins. They both wear the number 8 and they are quarterback. Let's see who will win in today's video. Find out throughout this episode who will take the W, and we will see you guys at kickoff time. Welcome to M&T Bank Stadium, as the Ravens will wear black today, as both teams come out of the tunnel here to battle off on the gridiron to battle to see who will win today's episode. Will it be the Minnesota Vikings or the Baltimore Ravens? Find out throughout this episode.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Alright, the Baltimore Ravens are ready to kick off this episode with the Minnesota Vikings ready to return here in this beloved state of Maryland, as Amir Abdullah will return to kickoff and he will get stopped right around the 24-yard line. That is in fact a first down and the first time for Kirk Cousins to step on the field in this episode. So steps onto the field for the first time today. First down and 10 now. Dalvin Cook, the running back, one of the best running backs in this league this season. He only gains about 2 yards in. So now we're going to use a man coverage here. 2nd and 8 now from the 26. And he will get stopped there right around the 27. It is 3rd down and 7. We want to return a punt because we want to get at least a touchdown here. And Kirk Cousins gets sacked, and Derek Wolfe, the former Denver Broncos player, recovers it. And that will be Minnesota's first turnover of the game, by the way. And Lamar Jackson steps onto the field for the first time today. And we are in the red zone. I never knew that. This is so cool. And I think we're going to use some Lamar Jackson to run it out. Only gains 5 yards in, so Eric Kendricks makes the stop there. I think he's been on the Vikings since 2015. Not quite into the end zone, but we were pretty close. Maybe in the next play. Oh, we're in 1st and goal now. Maybe in this next play we could possibly get a touchdown, and we in fact do with Lamar Jackson. His speed is incredible. Despite being a quarterback, I feel like he runs more than he passes on offense. So touchdown, the first points of the game for this Baltimore Ravens offense. So without a further ado, we will see you guys at defense when we're on defense. We just got to do this PAT, and we'll see you guys when Minnesota has the ball. Alright, it is 1st and 5 now, as the Ravens are on defense. The Vikings have the ball. So now Kirk Cousins is looking away, and this could be Minnesota's second turnover, as Marlon Humprey takes it to the house. Nobody's stopping him, and he in fact makes it. Touchdown Ravens. What an incredible move there that time by the Ravens defense to take that turnover, take the fumble, sack Kirk Cousins, get the ball on time, and just take it to the house. That is one incredible job. We are going to take a break. because of that tremendous effort, and we will see you guys in the second quarter. We're at the goal line, first and goal from the 3. The Vikings are on offense here. It was the end of the quarter, by the way, so I had to come back to film this. And now Dalvin Cook scores the first touchdown of the game for this Vikings offense. He just ran it in, so that's a... No, wait, that's... Yes, it would be a touchdown. And we'll see you guys when we have the ball. Alright, now we're ready to return the middle here as we got Marquise Brown, one of the wide receivers for this Ravens team, ready to run this out. And he will get stopped right around the 33-yard line. First and 10 now with Lamar Jackson again on the field. 109 yards. Mainly it's because of the running efforts used by Dalvin Cook, and Mark Ingram gets his first rush of the game and 12 yards in. So now, surprisingly, the Vikings, yet so far, they did not allow any rushing yards. So it's 2 rushes and 23 yards in. So now we're going to use the double slants route. And we're going to use some Marquise Brown, who just returned the kickoff there. 1 for 1, 23 yards in. I think we're just going to run it in primarily, and there's a 2-minute warning. It's now 14-7 here in Baltimore, Maryland. Ravens are leading by 7. The Vikings could score more points. We just don't know it yet. Alright, now he will jump it in, and that's a touchdown for the Ravens. First rushing touchdown of the game for Mark Ingram, the former New Orleans Saints running back, who was a good... He was a good running back, but Drew Brees was the QB. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. Alright, now it is goal line as the Vikings are at the 2-yard line again. So now he will get stopped. Dalvin Cook, his 13th rush. He did run a lot during the breaks, but they're down at the 4. And Adam Thielen, I think, scores the first receiving touchdown of the game for his Minnesota Vikings. The other touchdown scored was by Dalvin Cook in the running. He ran like 2 yards in. So, without further ado, we'll see you guys when we have the ball. Alright, now we're ready to return this kickoff as the Vikings just scored again. So now it is Marlon Humprey who got the fumble and then ended up scoring a touchdown. He gets stopped right around the 29-yard line. That will be a 1st and 10. So we're down at the 29. We're winning by 7, which is good. And he will get stopped at the 34. And now we're going to use a passing play, and I think we're going to use some Willie Snead here. He's going to run it out, and he is going to get breaking tackles, and he will get down. He will get a first down. It's at the 24-yard line, so we are almost done here. All right, wait. We're going to use the 95 mic. And the quarter will be over here. It is now 21-14 here in Baltimore, Maryland, looking over the Chesapeake Bay. What a dominant performance for both teams, actually. But the Ravens are still leading by 7, by the way. And Minnesota has 2 turnovers. This is our turn to return. The Vikings return the first half. The Ravens will receive the second half. That's how it is in football. The first team that won the toss, well, there's really no coin toss ever since, I think, Madden NFL, like 19. Like, I know they didn't do it for, like, on the PS4 editions of Madden, but when they had Madden NFL, when it was back on the Nintendo Wii, I believe they used to do, like, coin tosses, but I don't think they do that anymore because that's not how the game is. They just changed it up. And Lamar Jackson has 99 yards in, and the Vikings allowed 99 passing yards. So they're 1 yard away from he's 1 yard away from getting 100, I'd have to say. But and now Mark Andrews will get stopped at the 14. 122 yards there. That was a 23-yard pass by the by the Ravens, excuse me. So now he's gonna get down at the 10, 5 rushes, 54 yards, and 1 TD. It's 2nd and 5 now. All right, now we're gonna use Lamar Jackson, and he will get stopped at the 9. We're gonna take a timeout here. All right, now we're gonna use a passing play. And now he's going to run it in, and he gets down at the 3. And we are at 1st and goal. We're at goal line, by the way, in case if you were wondering. He gets to run it in, and that's a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. This is, I think, Lamar Jackson's 2nd rushing touchdown, if I'm not 100% sure, but I could be mistaken. And we will see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now they're inside the 5. This is 2nd and 10 now from, I think, Minnesota's 1 yard line, if I could be mistaken. And it's an incomplete pass, 1 for 2 there, 4 yards in, and it's still 3rd down and 10 now from the 1 yard line still. And the Ravens get a 2-point safety. LJ Fort makes the stop there on Dalvin Cook, the running back. So now the Ravens get a free kick return at the 20. But it says punt, but anyway, I can still use kick or punt. And there is a flag, and I believe it is off. It was out of bounds, so that's going to be at the 50. We're at the midpoint of the football field here, as we got Mark Ingram ready to run this out. Oh, he breaks a couple of tackles, and he will get stopped at the 42. 6 rushes, 62 yards in there. So we're down at the 42. 2nd and 2 now. We're still going to use a running play. If we want to gain more first downs, we have to use it. Oh, and Mark Ingram, he's going to take it all the way, and that is a touchdown for the Ravens there. 42 yards. Incredible play there that time by this Ravens offense. And he did a little celebration there, just like Marlon Humprey did when he got that fumble recovery and returned it to the house. What a good performance they're doing right now, I'd say. All right, now they are down at the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 9 now for this Minnesota offense. And now Justin Jefferson, the rookie from LSU, gets the touchdown. It is 32 yards there. So it is going to be now 21-37. We will see you guys when we have the ball. My apologies. This is now a 2-point conversion. And Jefferson also catches that in. So it's now 37-22. The 2-point conversion is successful. So now we got Marlon Humphrey as our return man. And they get down at the 26-yard line. We're leading by 15, 27 yards per return there. So now we're going to use some I formation. 255 total yards used by this Ravens offense. What an incredible number. Cincinnati, I think, used 538 yards there. And we used the hurdle, 134 yards by Mark Ingram. That is incredible. Minnesota allowed 284 yards that in this episode today. And he gets down 5 for 5, 144. So this is incredible. He's at a 158.3 passer rating positivity. He is likely going to have 158.3. 37 to 22. Vikings didn't score anything the first quarter. The 8 is from the 2-point conversion, and that 16 was from 2 touchdowns and a safety. So that's what the safety was meant for, as we got Marquise Brown doing a front flip to the end zone for a touchdown, the first receiving touchdown of the game for him. And I think we're going to do a 2-point conversion just like the Vikings did just on their last possession. Now I'm going to do a running no. I'm going to use ISO because nobody can see me when I get into the end zone. Like almost nobody can stop you. But we got some Mark Ingram, and he unfortunately gets stopped at the 35. That play was no good. No good at all. They made the 2-point conversion, so it's now 43 to 22. We will see you guys when we're going to take a break, and we'll see you guys when we are back on offense. That was the third fumble there. So he gets sacked. Kirk Cousins there loses the ball. The Ravens have it. Calais Campbell made the sack there. So will Marquise Brown make his second touchdown of this episode? We'll see and find out. We're in the red zone right now. It is first down and 10 from the 10. And that is an incomplete. This is his first incomplete pass of the episode. So now we're going to use a single back mode and we're going to use some spacing. 329 yards there that time in this episode so far by this Ravens offense. So he's going to make it in. Touchdown. Ravens. What an incredible move by Marquise Brown. His second receiving touchdown of the game. And it will now be 50 to 22 here in Baltimore, Maryland. All right, now we're going to use the 3-4 over on defense. I prefer using the 3-4 because there's 3 linemen, 4 linebackers. All right, now he gets it in. Tajay Sharp, I think, gets a reception there. So it's now first and 10 from the 39-yard line. So now he's ready to pass. I don't know where to pass it to. And it's incomplete. 4 for 6 or 4 for 8. And now he has the ball, and he gets sacked by Calais Campbell. He has 3 sacks in this game. What an incredible move there for his new team, despite being on a new team. I think this is his third. He played with Arizona and then Jacksonville, and he gets a sack, and it's Williams, their number 98. 4th and 21 now. I think this is the first punt, and now DeAnthony Thomas will be returning this punt return. So now he's number 16. Marquise Brown is number 15. So keep this in mind. So he's breaking a tackle there. Will he get stopped at the 45? Unfortunately so. But now we're down at the 25. We were about close from getting into the end zone there to take it to the house. But unfortunately, this has been a pretty good episode so far from what my understanding is. 9 rushes, 131 yards there. It's a 2-minute warning. And now we're going to use the China special. And now it's 2nd and 13 now. All right, now. And he gets it in the end. He caught it and then went out of bounds as well. 365 total yards there. That's how many days are in a calendar year. And that super big pyramid on Chichen Itza in the Yucatan Peninsula is well known for its staircases. It has 365 bricks for each day of the year for the walking on. I've personally never been on Chichen Itza, but I'd love to go there someday. I would certainly love it. All right, now we got some Lamar Jackson. He's going to run this out. And we use a spin there. 7 rushes, 46 yards, surprisingly. And now we're at the 11-yard line here with some Mark Ingram. And he steps out of bounds down at the 6. So we're going to take a break here. And we will see you guys possibly when we're on defense. All right, now we're going to use the 3-4 defense. And I thought my PS4 froze for just a minute there. And now it's back on. We're at the 20-yard line. That was Ed Reed's number. All right, now he's going to run this out. He will get stopped there at the 50-yard line. Marcus Peters just went to the middle of the field there just to try to sack Kirk Cousins. So now it's 50-22 here. And I think Justin Jefferson gets the catch there. So now it's 8. So now Kirk Cousins has the ball. He's going to rush. He's going to run the ball out, and he will get stopped at the 30. There's no loss or no gain of yardage. It's just simple as it is. It's now at the 20-yard line. And he will get stopped there. Oh, fumble, fumble. We're going to, I think it's his Patrick Queen there. I don't really know why he got drafted as that last name, but oh well. This will be Minnesota's 4th turnover of this episode, and I think this might be the last. Oh, he's going to run it. He's going to run this out. He's going to make it in for the touchdown, Ravens. 80-yard touchdown with 3 hurdles in between each defender. What an incredible move there that time by this Ravens offense and defensive units. Surprisingly, the final score is 56-22. We won by 34. We won big. So we will see you guys at statistics. Surprisingly, both quarterbacks have had a 158.3 passer rating. Lamar Jackson was 8 for 9 with 88% with 2 touchdowns and 206 yards, as well as Kirk Cousins with 158.3 passer rating with 7 completions with 9 attempts, 135 yards with 77 completions and 2 touchdowns respectively. But now we're going to do the rushing. Dalvin Cook had more rushing attempts than Mark Ingram, but Mark Ingram has more yardage, surprisingly. 143 yards for him and 1 touchdown. Surprisingly, Mark Ingram had 12 attempts, 220 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had 14 broken tackles in this, 80, which ended the episode. Receiving yards wise, Marquise Brown had the most receptions out of any team, 141 yards and 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, the rookie from LSU, he had 3 receptions, 82 yards, and 1 touchdown there. Dalvin Cook had 1 reception, no yards in. Mark Andrews had 1 reception and 23 yards, but no touchdown either. Adam Thielen got his only reception and touchdown from Minnesota State. There gets a TD. Okay, now defensively, we're going to check out the sacks. Calais Campbell had the most sacks out of any team. 1 sack there. 3 sacks, by the way. Brandon Williams had 1, and Marlon Humphrey had a sack. I don't think there were any interceptions. Forced fumbles, Calais Campbell with 2, Marlon Humphrey and LJ 4. Fumble recoveries was Marlon Humphrey. LJ Fort scored the safety, and Marlon Humphrey scored the only defensive touchdown. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near or later future, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone. Have a great Thursday evening, and happy October 1st.